Hey, buddy. You hungry? You like chicken? You like smoked chicken? Tell me. Speak. Yeah? Good boy.
Yeah, good boy, Parker. Hi all, Mark here from Lone Bull Barbecue, and today we're making some delicious, juicy, crispy skin, direct heat chicken tacos using the Hail Mary rub from Meat Church on the Chudbox. So, let's get to it. We're starting with an H-E-B natural fresh whole chicken that I initially spatchcocked, but then decided to split in half. It's much easier to deal with on the grill this way. To start the prep, I've got a softened stick of Kerrygold butter that I'm mixing with the rub to spread under the skin. This is an easier way to season the internal meat without trying to push the dry rub under the skin and having it clump up. It also provides additional moisture and flavor. So let's talk about the rub. I recently visited Meat Church and picked up a bottle of Hail Mary, as it's a little hard to find in my neck of the woods. Matt Pittman, the founder of Meat Church, is a die-hard Dallas Cowboys fan and a standard fixture as a tailgater in the parking lots during the home games for about the past 25 years. There, he's created, modified, and tested a number of recipes. But in 2024, the organization named Matt as the official pitmaster of the Dallas Cowboys. Hail Mary was created in partnership with the NFL to commemorate this. You could describe Hail Mary as a southwestern rustic, more savory than sweet, and Matt stated he wanted a rub that would work with all tailgating items. Things like smoked queso, poppers, fatties, shotgun shells, Texas Twinkies, party ribs, and wings. He also recommends it for all types of pork dishes, though I'm going to have to recommend their hickory all-purpose rub, as you saw in my last pulled pork video. One thing I forgot to mention is that due to NFL regulations, Meat Church can only market this rub in Texas and Oklahoma. So if you're a New England Patriots fan, a Seattle Seahawks fan, you might have to work a little bit to get yourself a bottle, but it's well worth it. So as you can see, I'm taking the butter, the mixed rub with the butter, and just pushing it up under the skin. When I split the chickens, I opened up the skin there along the breast that allows me access into basically the thigh and the breast. So we just finished up one side, and just push it up in there, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Just get enough in there it'll melt and spread that rub around. Now I've completed the second side, and we've got some butter left over, so why not just go ahead and spread some on the skin as well. And then we'll finish off with a good helping of the rub. So don't be shy. So make sure you get good coverage and get all the nooks and crannies up under the wing, up under the drumstick. Yes, I do see that big old bald spot on the breast. I did fix that later, but we're done. We're going to let this rest for a bit and go ahead and get our Chudbox started. So I like to use B&B charcoal briquettes in the Chudbox with some wood chunks. I'll do a full chimney and then put the rest of the bag in the Chudbox. So we'll go ahead and get that lit up. And about 10 minutes later, it'll be ready to pour in. So we're looking for about 300 degrees. Don't worry about if there's, the temperature goes back and forth. But we're looking for, I like to cook at 300. We're going to shut it down, let that temperature come up, make sure those coals are spread evenly. And then to reach at 300 degrees is actually pretty easy on this. It's pretty stable. I'll put the door in the second slot, and then the chimney here I'm going to open to about 50%. So now there is the chicken. I've also made a mop sauce. I used the rest of the butter and rub that we had. Don't want it to go to waste. Put another half stick of Kerrygold, some onion, and some apple cider vinegar. We're also going to make some salsa verde, so I figure while the grill's running, we'll roast up some vegetables for the salsa. But now we're going to put the chicken on. See, this is much easier to handle than a spatchcock, having it cut in half that way, especially when you're flipping, moving things around. It's much easier. So you've got all that juice that has, you don't want that to go to waste, so just pour that right on top. And I'm going to stick some veggies on there to roast. Shut it down and check back in about an hour. So it's about a 2-hour cook for a chicken of this size. So we're just going to let it run. Come back and check the temps, make sure. The top of the Chudbox is great. If you do have a mop sauce, you need to melt it down. See, it didn't take very long, really. So that's normally where I'll keep my mop sauces, right on top. So here we are an hour into it. And quick tip, when you're moving these around, put some gloves on. Put the cotton gloves on. Don't use tongs because you're going to rip the skin. You're going to see one of these. I actually did rip the skin trying to flip. So if it's too hot for you, put on 2 cotton gloves under the latex. So now that we flipped, we're going to start mopping the meat side. I did flip a couple of times and do the skin side, but mainly I wanted to get that meat side here. And yes, normally people will make a much larger batch of mop sauce, but I figured for an hour cook this would be enough. And actually it was just enough. So now we will shut that back down and come back and check it after 30 minutes. And basically, though, I shouldn't say that. Every 15 minutes I was coming back and applying the mop sauce. I hate to let a fire go to waste, so I put on a bunch of brats, 2 different types, and some fajita meat as well. So this is basically going to be my lunch for the next week. While I'm in there, let's throw a little mop on it, too. Well, here we are at around the 2-hour mark. I have temped. Everything's looking good as far as temperature. The skin's looking good. See, right there is where you can see where I kind of ripped the skin there on the thigh. But this one looks really great. So we'll take these in and start pulling them apart. So we'll take the wing off first, and as you can tell from that skin, that rub's got great color, and I put quite a bit on there, and it held up to the fire without burning. So now I'll take the thigh off, and guys, don't shoot me, but I'm going to take a little bite here, and it's pretty good. It really is. It's kind of lean southwestern.
Pretty good.
Without any. It's not real spicy. You can taste salt, pepper, garlic. It's nothing sweet, but it's not hot. Just savory, smoky. It's very well balanced. Next time I might layer it with the Meat Church Holy Voodoo to crank up the spiciness a bit. But man, that Chudbox does a great job on this chicken. Look at it. It's the breast is juicy. Now I'm going to try a bit of the breast here. You can kind of see, hopefully, a little bit of a close-up just how juicy that is.
Good and moist.
And again, another bite.
Really good.
It's really good. I do, after a couple bites, I'm going to recommend this, but I'll tell you now, after a number of bites, yeah, I highly recommend this for chicken. Next time I start doing some tailgating items, I'm definitely going to use this. You guys can see I'm pulling the skin off, and I'm setting it aside because it is going to get used later. My wife is not a fan, so that's why I pulled it off the breast. Now, you could see as I was handling the thigh, it was just dripping juice onto the cutting board.
I get to eat first.
So, to me, no meat couldn't be improved by just throwing it on a corn tortilla and with a little bit of salsa. So today we've got, I heated these corn tortillas on the Chudbox, add a little salsa verde. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. And this is a bite to behold. That's really good. It could, probably could have used a little bit of onion and cilantro too, but just right there out of the box with just that salsa is outstanding. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. I did make some more. I took that skin and cut it up and put it in there too. The skin was pretty crispy, so it added another extra layer of texture. But Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to see you on the next one. Till then, keep peppering up your backyard.